Hey guys, for watching Volgor's videos, and I'm finally going to do this video. It's on the differences between the Subaru GL, and the Loyale. Elmer the Glue, Scuby. Alright, so difference number one, the bumper. Notice how the bumper on here, the turn signal lights are kind of recessed down in there, tucked away. On the early GL and maybe the DL models, 85 to 86 or 84 to 86, the rare early 84s, because a lot of the 84s were the more boxy, smaller model. The turn signal lights stick out this far. Here's the grille. Clearly see it's completely different. In 87 it switched over to this design. Rusted washers on the hood. Later models. Older ones that are tucked underneath here. Can't even see them. Yes. Loyales do not have mud flaps. GLs do. I think even the DLs do. Difference back here. Don't think there is one. With the GLs and DLs, you got backdoor speakers. The early models has this weird fabric. It's like vinyl that looks like fabric. Backdoor speakers. And on the early GLs and DLs, you got this door handle that goes in this style, like a Legacy. Just noticed it the other day. You got a Loyale. You don't have backdoor speakers. On the back door, not in the trunk area, but in my car I got speaker boxes, which is a good idea because I have over 30 feet of speaker wire that I can string it out, good for a party. This is the door handle in the Loyale. Just standard handle. God, is it hot in here, probably like 100 degrees. And the Loyales, maybe the later GLs, you got dual vanity mirrors. Really nice to have. In 1989 or 1990, maybe it's just the Loyales, I'm not 100% sure, but they went to the motorized seatbelts. I am one of the few people that like this because I never have to remember to put my seatbelt on. Sure, I gotta put my lap belt on, but nobody knows about my lap belt. You just close the door and you're good to go. On the Loyales and the 88 non-models, you got a steering wheel like this. I'm pretty sure all the other switches are the same on here. And 89 or 90 and on, your center console is this style. I think everything down there's the same. All the gauges I'm pretty sure are the same, but the switches are different. Here's your wipers. All that light, I've already showed off kind of that in a different video. There's that in the Loyales, the late GL. Here it is in the early GLs, 84 to 86. All the buttons got this gray They're all different colored. The steering wheel is completely different shaped. They're shaped like this up till 87, I believe. Your lights are right here instead of right here, sharing the same switch as your turn signal. Door handles like that. Oh yes, this is center console. It's no longer, it doesn't act like a shoulder or armrest in the early models. That's something I miss about this car. The other car, like now it's got shoulder, or excuse me, armrest. Oh yes, early models up until I think only the early ones, 85 to 86, only have the map lights. Map lights and a cargo light in the back, like a Legacy. Other difference. Oh yes, big difference back here, yonder. This is rear defrost. So you hit the defrost button, and then not only will you have heat coming out of to your windshield and by your front windows, but you'll have it ported out to your back windows. That is really awesome. Only the early 85, 86, 84 models have that. And the GLs have the manual seat belts. This is kind of cool for some reasons, but I mostly have like the automatic seat belts. This was, from 86 or even before in the earlier ones, always, I'll fall back up until I think 89 or 90 even. I think by 90 they all went to Loyales. But yes, manual seat belt. Other differences. I guess we'll pop the hood. Alright, well, here's an E82, carbureted. I'm not going to take the cover off because that's kind of pointless. Everybody knows what the carburetor looks like. Got the donut in there, standard Subaru, up until the Impreza Legacy and the Justy. Lots of hay seat. I got a hay guard right here to protect against the hay. Battery bracket, lost mine. Yep, there you go. Everything's pretty much the same except for the intake and the carbureted model. So let's close this down. Also, there's your sprayers in the early models. Right there. Okay, now here we go back to Loyale. Oh yes, and the speakers are a bit different. On the early ones, there's like a thing right here you can take off. With the Loyales, you gotta take the whole cover off. Hot. There's a full-size tire that can sit underneath there. Very cool. I love the Subarus for that. Don't have my bracket, lost it somewhere. Power steering. The other one does not have power steering. Fuel injection. I like the fuel injection. Does not have the tube running down from your intake thing to your catalytic converter. The air filter's right there, and yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. Oh, except for the distributor. The distributor is slightly different, I think. I think that's everything. Oh, and the Loyale, of course, is Loyale, which, by the way, has 224,743.9 miles on it.
You better open this up right now.
Which also has, we just put new tires on it. These are 165/70, I think. Not quite sure. But anyways, they're taller, but they're skinnier. And they were $40 for a set of 4. And that one says Subaru. Subaru, loyale. Okay, those are all the differences, and yeah, that should answer a lot of questions if people want to know the differences. One last thing though, I've only seen one car, and that was on a Craigslist site that had the cover. 1 or 2 cars. Where is one, and where can I find them? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and yeah.